Most of the people feel difficulty among these topics in number systems. I would like to take 1 minute for each topic, which will really help you in solving such questions without any nightmare anymore. So, the first topic is number of factors. Basically, these are all the questions asked repeatedly. So, just take the screenshot of this and practice for different number of different numbers. I will directly go to the formula section now. uh, you can directly derivate, you can directly substitute the things here. What are the things you need to substitute is, first divide the number as their prime factors, as the product of the prime factors as I have shown. 12 will be written as 4 into 3, which is 2 square into 3. So here PQ will be the powers, AB will be the base, and is the number, and you substitute whatever the things required here. It will be very clear. Only thing you need to concentrate will be 6 and 7 points. Perfect squares and perfect cubes. For perfect squares, the power should be either 0 or 2. In this case, in for 12, 2 power 2 is one perfect square, and 2 power 0 and 3 power 0, which is 1. These two are perfect squares. Also, if you go for power should be 0 or 3. But if you want perfect cube, it is only 1, because there is no cube. Only 2 power 0 and 3 power 0 will be considered. So there is only one perfect cube for 12. Let us directly check some example. 24, it is 2 cube into 3. Uh, Everything is familiar to you. And one thing, when you are going for odd and even, first you should prefer odd. Then uh, you should subtract the number of odd factors from the total number of factors to get the even, because every even factor can include an odd factor with it. Suppose if 2 is an even number, suppose 6 is also even number, whereas 6 is a multiple of 3. So I think you got this right. When you come to perfect squares, it will be similar to before. When you come to perfect cubes, here there is 2 cube. So one more perfect cube factor was added. So this is about the first topic. Let us move to the second topic, HCF and LCM. HCF and LCM is very easy. The 3 points you need to remember definitely: HCF, LCM. HCF always divides the number exactly. Everyone will do the first step, but they will skip the two steps. If you do these two examples, you will understand this. For these two numbers, HCF 5 and 250, one number is 10. So from the question itself, we can find the other number as 125. Let us check here. 50, 250, one number is 100, second number is 125. I mean, if you are doing HF into LCM equal to A to B, you will get B as 125. But there is one mistake. You cannot conclude the number B in second example. I will show why. In the first question, it is satisfying all the three conditions: A percentage HCF, B percentage HCF. A percentage HCF means when you are dividing HCF with the numbers, uh, the remainder should be 0. It is satisfying on all the three conditions, satisfying in the first condition in the first example. But when you come to the second example, the second condition is not satisfying. See, 125, when you are this, dividing with 50, you are not getting 0. So you should not choose this number. Generally, people will do mistake here. They will choose this number and they will go to the option, but this is false. Many of us will do the mistake here, so we should be careful by implementing all these three rules. This is about LCM HF, and please take screenshot of this. This is very common. You need to directly by heart these things. Just see this: the greatest number when divides ABC leaves remainder XYZ. This is our third rule. This is our third topic. Uh, so the column is same. The matter is same for both the columns. Number which when divides ABC leaves remainder XYZ. Greatest number means it will be HCF, and if it is least number when divides ABC leaves remainder XYZ respectively. You should implement both in the same thing. Okay, next, if it comes to these two topics would be very interesting: finding unit digit and finding last digit. People will feel these two topics as the nightmares, but I made them very simple. For finding unit digit, there are two cases, and for finding two digits, there are three cases. These are as simple as it. If the unit digit is 0, 1, 5, or 6, it will be the same number. I mean, suppose if you take some 21 power 30, 25 power 30, or some 36 power 84, every time you will get 1, 5, 6, or 0. So if unit digit is 10156, every time the last unit digit will be the same. And if the unit digit of the given power is 2, all other numbers, I mean other than 0156. So if it is 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, you must divide the power with 4, and you should consider the remaining power. So and you need to solve. Check on example 12 power 35. If you divide the power with 4, the remainder will be 3. So now the unit digit will be 8. But you need to consider one case. What if the power is already a multiple of 4? See, check in this case. If it is already a multiple of 4, you must take it as you must take it as 4 but not as 0. So if you see this, we are taking the remainder, it is 0, but you should consider as 7 power 4. 7 power 4, the unit digit will be 1, so the unit digit for 87 power 592 is 1. Check one more example with this. If you take 2 power 32, it will be 2 power 0, but you should not take as 0, you should take as, if you take as 2 power 0, the unit digit will be 1, which is wrong. You should take it as 2 power 4. So for this, the unit digit will be 6. So this is the unit digit. If you come to last two digits, you are having three cases. If the unit digit is 5, it is always 25. And if unit digit is odd number other than 5, I mean 1379, you will have one property which will make your life simpler in doing these last two digits. And 2466 are having two properties. This is even easier. So let us go with 1379. The property is, if the last two numbers are in the form of x1 whole power n. What does it mean? I am making, suppose if there is some number 9 power 82, I am converting this number in form of x1 whole power n. See, if any number ends with 1379, first convert it into the form and use the property. And what is the property? If it is in this form, then the last two digits will be 1, last digit will be 1, last but second digit will be in form of nx. Nx is n is power, x is the second digit. N into x, the last, see now we can understand, right? So for 9 power 82, I'm making it as 81 power 41. So last digit is 1, last but one digit is 8 into 41. 8 into 41 is 328. So last but second digit is 8, the last digit of this multiple. So last two digits is 81. Now take one more example 21 by 54. The last digit will be 1. Last but one digit will be 2 into 54, which will be last digit will be 8. So you can take so many examples. Now go to even digits 2468. Property, you need to find, you need to remember two properties. Always the power of 76 power anything is 76. Also 2 power 20 is 76. I am using these above two properties to solve the last two digits of any number ending with 2468. Let us check some examples for this. If you take 4 power 80, it is somehow near to 2 power 20. I mean, see, 2 power 2 whole power 80, it will be 2 power 20 whole power 8. 2 power 20 is always 76. I mean, the last two digits of 2 power 20 are always 76. Also, 76 power anything is 76. So, ultimately, the last two digits of 4 power 8 is 76. But if you have some case like ending the number which is a combination of both even and odd, then you need to do it carefully. So suppose if you take 56 power 80, I'm taking 6, which is similar to 6 power 80. Now 2 power 8, I will divide it as 2 power 80 into 3 power 80. For 2 power 80, it is a similar process, you will get 76. For 3 power 80, you will use the odd number process. See, you are going to divide it in form of x1 whole power n. So you are doing the process, you will get 0 1. So ultimately you will multiply these last two digits and it will be 76 into 0 1, it is 76. So this is very easy process. You can easily find the unit digit and last two digits of the numbers. This is never a nightmare. Many people will tell you to skip the last two digit concept, but it is very easy. Don't, please don't miss this question when if it is asked in any of your examinations. Uh, so whenever you are writing some sectional test on number systems, please revise this concept once. Thank you. You can